Hey, what's up everybody? My name's Cody, and I want to say I hope you're having a great Sunday. And this video is about teaching you about some spiritual abilities that come to you when you start balancing and aligning and awakening your kundalini and your chakras. And it takes time. I'm gonna admit it takes a little bit of time. You have to study what each chakra means and how they work and what they have to do with, and then you have to sit there and meditate on each individual one after memorizing what each individual one represents. So I'm gonna jump past even talking about what chakras are balancing them and understanding what each individual one is and how they work. And I'm just gonna get to the end results, some of the end results. And so we have a mind's eye, which is the sixth chakra. It's the third eye, and that is it's your intuitive. It's your imagination. It's your ability to close your mind's eye and imagine your house and how many windows and doors it has. And so when you gain that kind of ability to use your imagination through like a conscious meditation state with direct thought, you can do such things as study people in the past and events in the past, and in a metaphysical standpoint, that's time traveling. And so what I wanted to make this video about is the advanced metaphysical skills of higher chakra abilities 8 through 12, which allows you to time travel. And you have to want to focus your mind's eye on events and timeline events such as history and wars and economic problems and who caused them, and then also what main conspiracy theorists and other conspiracy theorists, I call us realists, say that the ideas for the future look like, such as the Georgia Guidestones that say that there's Agenda 21, that they want to depopulate the world of 500 million people. So therefore, you can look into the future and say there's a day out there that there's a certain group of people who want to depopulate the world to 500 million people. So now, what you can do is you can look out into the future and see the most greatest possibility available. I'm talking people breaking down their ego walls and saying hello to their neighbor and bringing them a baked cake because they thought about it. You know, this is just the smallest stuff. This is how it starts. It's the smallest start. And then it jumps up to community functions where there's open mic and there's free discussion and no discrimination for what people want to say. They just have to use it. They have to go through like a kind of like a audition before they can speak, because you don't want somebody up there rambling for 15 minutes about nothing. So again, we're just going to go narrow down this conversation to the advanced metaphysical skills that chakras 8 through 12 bring to you, which you need to balance your 1 through 7 for them to even open and function right. And going back to traveling to the future, after you've studied things in the present moment that outside sources say is a possible predicament for the future, you can look at wars that were caused and who financed them and what happened during those wars. I've seen bodies stacked 30 feet tall, and you can see that Americans have guns and stuff like that. So when you can just put your present moment into like a resting spot, as if you don't exist anymore, but you just let your mind roam around as it's a drone, or become the creator looking at the creation. Don't even worry about your name and what your life is about and what you've done or anything that you know. Just look at what there is to know. And that's the spiritual world. That's pretty much the spiritual world is a holographic mental imagination projection in your mind of the universe. And if you can zoom in on certain things, like this is what I want to say to you, like in this instance, I have a really decent imagination on what the United States looks like between Mexico and Canada, but I don't know what all the shapes of the states are, the distance, where the cities are, where the mountains are. That stuff is dark to me. That stuff is black in my spirit world. It's dark. I haven't visited it. I haven't studied it. And so You just got to go out there, go back and come back to the present moment and realize that there's this analogy called the master quantum position that has many people running through the forest blindfolded, and at the end of that run, only one comes out on the other side. And that analogy, when you translate it to our life or our existence in reality, there's many possibilities. There's every possibility capable of happening everywhere with every living thing when it comes to a seed dropping on the ground and a bird eating it and not planting, compared to it landing in good soil and planting, compared to a human doing good at school and getting a great job, or slacking off in life and ending up broke and with nothing and miserable. So that's what it's talking about. And wars that happened that didn't have to happen, and poverty in a world that creates more abundance than we can ever use in our lifetime if we just control our greed and stuff like that. So at the end of this